Hello YouTube, this is going to be a July 2019 budget Noble Knight deck profile. So I posted a non-budget profile. Um, I think that the budget version is more accessible to more people, so I'm deciding to keep this version of the deck on my repertoire videos here. The main is going to be about 35, the extra is going to be about 22, so under 60 bucks you're getting a pretty decent Noble Knight deck. So here's the profile. Definitely, I would say play Three Brothers. I mean, some people play two, but this is the one that specials out. It's a double Marauding Captain, specials out two Noble Knights from the hand. Definitely 20-cent card right here, so I mean, not too bad having three. Also shuffles Noble Arms equip spells into the deck from the graveyard, so I play it at three. So we got three Madrot, 50-cent card here. This is your starter. It gets you a Noble Knight from the deck if you equip a Noble Arms to it. It's treated as an effect monster, normal monster without the equip spell. I mean, this is just how you get your Isolde or your extra deck monsters, or it just get the specials from the deck. Obviously very strong. And now we have triple boars. This one is $1, I think, a piece. So this one, you reveal three Noble Arms from the deck, and your opponent adds one to your hand, and then the rest are sent to the grave. So you can add all three traps. I run 3 copies of the trap. You can add the equip spells and then send the rest to the grave. The equip spells can be equipped from the graveyard with the XYZs. So a good card to have at 3, I think. I mean, all of these are relatively cheap so far, so hopefully this is still seeming pretty budget. Double Yvonne, another cheap one here, cheaper than Boars. Gets you a token so you can go into your Isolde when it's equipped. And then double Custonin. This one allows you to normal summon again when you use it as extra deck material. So helps you get Noble Knights out of your hand. And then last two are kind of the most expensive Noble Knights, 2 Gawains. Honestly, this one is the one that is not totally necessary in my opinion. You could probably cut this down to 1 if you wanted to save. I believe right now, as of July 4th, 2019, this card is about 175 or something like that. So you could cut it down to 1 because it doesn't even work that well with Madrot, because you have to have no other monsters with Madrot to special summon from the deck. And if you equip Madrot with an equip spell, it's no longer a light normal monster, so you can't special this card. So honestly, you could drop it down to 1 in my opinion, but it works well with Boars, so I did include it at 2 here. And then we got some hand traps, triple Morgan, no Ash Blossom or Ghost Bell or Ghost Ogre or even Droll, which is a reprinted card now, but still kind of expensive for budget players. I mean, this is actually like an 80-cent card right here, and it's an Omni Negate, and you have plenty of, I mean, obviously Noble Knights and Arms to equip those Noble Knights, so just a solid Omni Negate hand trap right here. Just unfortunately not a Noble Knight or Arms card. Neither of those names, and it's not even a warrior, so you can't search it with Rhoda, but good card. And then we got the Honest. So this card is like, I believe, $1. This is the common rarity, but you can probably get a super rare for like $1, I think. You know, the whole deck is light, so just buffs up your attack. And then we got Heritage of the Chalice. This card is definitely, or you know, if not definitely, then one of the most expensive cards in the deck. Unfortunately for budget players, it is pretty necessary to run at 3 because it's a better Rhoda. It searches Noble Knights or Noble Arms from either the deck or the graveyard. So it's just, you pretty much need this card at 3 if you want to play as strong of a deck as can be. Even for the price, this is the card that you pretty much need at 3. So we got the Noble Arms equip spells coming up, double Gallatin. This is the worst one in my opinion. Just it's a worse Acts of Despair, but you need a variety of Noble Arms cards to dump with Isolde and to equip with your rank 4s and 5s. And we got double Caliburn. This is the life point gainer, and it also buffs up your monster by 500 attack. These two are decent, but again, this card I believe is 20 cents, or this next one actually is 20 cents. Our Fidut here is 20 cents. It pops a set card your opponent controls. So if you really wanted to bump any of these up to more than 2, the price wouldn't be too bad with any of these. So next we got Noble Arms of Destiny. So this protects from battle and card effect once per turn. This is one of the better ones, so you know, this one definitely could bump up to 3 if you well, one of the equip spells I do run at 1 because it's slightly more expensive. So if you wanted to bump Noble Arms of Destiny up to 3, you could do that. And then two Clarent, which allows you to attack directly. So you pay 500 life points, you attack directly. This one, it's a really good card. It can win you the game, honestly, because your opponent may not see it coming at all. And then finally, we have the one Excalibur, and this card is slightly more expensive. It's I believe it's like $2.50 to $3 for a copy. And some of these extra deck monsters are necessary and kind of expensive, so I cut Excalibur down to 1 to keep within that under $60 price. Those are the equip spells. And then we got a Monster Reborn. You know, cheaper card. You may already have it, so if you're going for budget, this really isn't too bad of an option. It's obviously a great card. The one Rhoda, it's just your fourth heritage of the Chalice, I guess. And probably about $1 a piece for each of these. I was just, you know, going old school with double MST. I mean, Heavy Stormduster is more expensive than Mystical Space Typhoon. Twin Twisters is obviously more expensive than Mystical Space Typhoon. So, you know, you need some back row removal. And you have the one rank 4, but I see in my non-budget version that I had posted before this, I was running 2 of the rank 4 that pops back row, but that's kind of an expensive card. So for this budget version, I just wanted to main some back row removal. And then finally, we have the traps. 50-cent card here, I think, until Noble Arms are needed once again. Just excavates cards from your deck up to the equal to the number of Noble Arms you control. So just helps you thin the deck and gets you whatever cards you need. So like I said, about 35 for this main deck here, give or take. And then extra deck, like I said, 22 or around there. Double E Sold for the links, Double E Sold, Hip Potion again, and land. So this was a more expensive card, as many people know, but it's now dropped to about $1, I think. This is like 40 cents. This is like $1.20 or $1.25. I mean, this is the one you need. Obviously, I would definitely run this at 2 to dump your equipped spells. These two. I mean, I've run plenty of rank 4s that are not light. So I do run this land. And then the Noble Knight. XYZs, one of each of these. This is a cheaper one, but these two are almost like $5 each. So I just dropped it to 1 for this budget version. You really do need this one. This is the one you could see. This one is worse in my opinion. It only pops a monster your opponent controls. Not as good as an effect. But still, I mean, you need that rank 5 that can equip Noble Arms from the grave. So I mean, these two they're all very necessary. I would say you probably should grab one of them, one of each in a Noble Knight deck. I mean, that is pretty obvious, but unfortunately they are slightly pricier. So just tons of budget rank 4s coming up in one rank 5. We got the Baguska, you know, stops effects, and I think 125 for this card. Dark Rebellion XYZ Dragon, massive damage, massive attack, 115 or something like that. Diamond Dire Wolf, same price. Spot removal, Excite Knight, same price. You know, just gets rid of the whole field. Castell, again, same price. All of these are like from $1 to $1.50 a piece, and this is just your spot removal again. Karen Gorgon, this is the cheapest one. This is a 50-cent card. This one stops targeting or switches, you know, it messes up your opponent's targeting effects. Then the Cowboy, no Dweller, because Dweller is a pretty expensive card. No Tornado Dragon, because again, those are, if you're gonna go for something like Tornado Dragon, I would go for a second Artorigus, the rank 4, honestly. And then one rank 5, we got the Volcasaurus, because you can go into rank 5s. Just remember, you can't go into, if you use Brothers or Custonin, then you're locked into Noble Knight, so you can't go into this Volcasaurus with your boards in the drop, but I decided to put this other rank 5 in here. That's pretty much the budget Noble Knight deck for July 2019. I hope these prices helped in terms of what you're getting and what you're deciding to pick up, because this is really under 60 bucks, and this deck was very competitive at a certain point in the recent past. So hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Have a good one.